What's happening? Mr. Allen here. It's time to graph an ellipse. All right, so first things first, I want to throw down my standard form equation of an ellipse. Now you'll notice that I left something out. I left out the A and the B. Why did I do that? Well, pending which one's our major and minor axis is going to tell us where A and B go. Since this is larger here, this is going to be my A squared. And since the 9 is smaller, that's going to be my B squared. All right, so I can get my A value, which is going to be 5, and I can get my B value, which is going to be 3, by square rooting those numbers. I'll just jot those down. They're going to be helpful here in just a little bit. All right, from there, let's get our center. Well, our center is just h comma k. I got to swap those signs from what I see in that equation. So it's going to be 3 comma negative 1 to make sure that it checks out in that equation. All right, now I'm going to plot that real quick, which is 3, negative 1. So 3, negative 1. Okay. Now my vertices, I'm going to need to see that on the graph, I feel like, to make it happen. So if that's my center, and I've got this A value right here that's 5, that means I'm going to go 5 in the X direction both ways from that center. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, there we go. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, there we go. There's my 2 vertices, right? Now, I need to get my co-vertices, but let's write down those ordered pairs first. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, negative 1. So 8 comma negative 1, and the other one here is negative 2, negative 1. Negative 2, negative 1. All right, my X values change because that's my major axis. My Y values don't change because I'm not moving up or down. Now my co-vertices, how am I going to get those? Well, I'm going to use this B equals 3, and I'm going to go up 3 from my center, and I'm going to go down 3 from my center. So now those coordinates are 3 comma 2, and I'm going to have 3 comma negative 4. So in this one, the X values don't change, but my Y's do because I'm moving up and down. Well, now I have enough to actually graph this guy here in an ellipse kind of shape. And if you thought you were bad at circles, wait until you try to do ellipses, right? You might be actually better, who knows? All right, so that's my graph of the ellipse, but I do need my foci, and we are gonna graph those. How do I find where my foci are? Well, remember that foci is C away from the center, okay? So the foci is C away from the center. Well, can we calculate C? Let's do that, yes we can. So to get my C value, it would be the 5 squared minus the 3 squared, not cubed, equals my C squared. So I have 25 minus 9 equals C squared. That's going to be 16 equals C squared. So C is going to equal 4. Okay. So that means that I can go 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my focus. And we got the other foci right here. 4 away from the center. What are those coordinates? Let's jot those down. That's going to be negative 1, negative 1. And we're going to have, let's see here, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 1. All right. Well, there we go. We got everything plotted out, right? We're generally going to ask you to plot all those things, your vertices, your co-vertices, your foci, your center, connect everything. Nice and wonderful, all right? Those are all integers, so it wasn't too bad. That's a wrap on that one. That's a wrap on that one.